welcome to the Richie Moon Show. So this is a new format. Well, I've done in-person interviews before,
Okay.
but I mostly do it on IGTV or like Instagram Live. And I feel like with the environment that I'm in, with all this life that I'm living, I want people to see more of it, you know, because you can only get a limited view on Instagram.
That's true.
So you are my first guest that I'm doing this, and I'm moving this new format into. So welcome. You have a lot of titles. You do a lot of things. Can you tell the people your multitude of titles?
Yes, I can. First, I want to thank you for having me.
Of course.
Thank you. Love and light, beautiful people. So I have a range of talents. I go by different titles. I would say I am a chef, a vegan chef. I am a model.
Ooh, you can see that.
Thank you. I would say runway model specifically, but I do other modeling as well. I am a student right now at Georgia State University, full-time actually. I would say those three are my main titles. I have other things on the back end, but I'll save those for later.
Okay. So before we get into the full interview, I like to start off the program by giving our ashes to our ancestors that are no longer here with us, that are guiding us through this. So if there's anybody that you want to say, family member, relative, you know, we just lost DMX. You know, I didn't know DMX personally, but he was a big part of my childhood. So ashe to DMX, and you can just, you know, say anybody that means anything to you. You can just go ahead and feel free and just, you know, speak their name and, you know, let them know that we appreciate them, we love them, and they still here with us.
Yes. Okay. I would love to acknowledge my ancestors.
Sure.
My Zagwe, my little brother Zagwe. He is also translation, so Ashe. And I would like to acknowledge every unknown presence that walks with me and support me. And the Most High, as most important, the Most High, Ashe, and my family. My family, my mom. Hi, how are you? Sending love and light.
Yes, ashe to that. So, with that being said, you know, you are a runway model.
Yes.
You are a student. You are a cook. So before we can,
Sorry, I want to add on an entrepreneur.
Ooh,
Yes, I am moving forward with my vegan chef. My title as a vegan chef, I'm turning it into a business. So I am an entrepreneur as well.
We love to hear that. We love to hear that. So, entrepreneur, runway model, student. So to appreciate where we got here today, let's go back to the beginning. Where are you from?
So I was born in Miami, Florida.
Okay, hey, 305.
And I was raised in Fort Lauderdale, Florida.
Okay. So
that's where I was born and that's where I was raised. And right now, currently reside in Atlanta, Georgia.
Okay, so I remember before the first time we met, you had like the really big pot. I mean, obviously you were cooking for the event,
right.
But we started talking, you said you have a really big family. So how many siblings do you have?
This is my favorite part. My family means everything to me, literally. I have 9 siblings, so in total there are 10 of us.
Hey, 10.
10. Yes, and I'm the second oldest of the 10.
Okay.
Yes. So I would say that is where the chef stems from. That's where the cooking comes in.
So you kind of, I would assume, being one of 10 children, cooking kind of was almost a necessity that you had to learn how to cook.
Definitely a necessity.
Right.
Right on the spot. Definitely a necessity. Yeah.
So, but there had to be a point where it just moved from being a necessity of taking care of your siblings and family members to a point where it's just like, I like this, I'm passionate about it. It was an aha moment. Do you remember your aha moment?
You know, I don't remember the exact moment, but I can tell you it was a time frame. It was a time frame where it literally was necessity turned passion because I saw the beauty in it. I saw the beauty that was spreaded in it. I saw the love that was spreaded as well. I saw the energy that was literally fed through, you know, from me to other people. You can literally see whether someone would be full of energy, full of the love and light that you put in the food, or happy itis and, you know, sleepy, or, you know, you can see everything. And it was necessity turned passion when I saw all those beautiful things come together. And I saw how I could take vegetables. I learned more about what I was eating, how I could take vegetables and make them taste so good to the point that everyone are craving and requesting, like, Jah, can you please cook? Maya, please cook for us. Could you please cook?
Yeah, definitely a lot of that over here. Her food made me start dancing. And yeah, that was the happy dance. That was the happy dance. I love the fact that you're a vegan chef, you know, because, you know, the world is starting to conform, starting to transform, and especially for us, melanated people, you know, for so long, our ancestors have, you know, unbeknownst to them, we've eaten things that have caused us heart disease, kidney disease, a whole laundry list of physical ailments. So the fact that we are going out of our way to eat healthy, to talk about healthy, cooking healthy, going out of your, I just wanted to say thank you for that. Did you have I know, you know, being from a large family, obviously Mama was a big influence, but was there anybody outside of your family that really influenced you to get into cooking that was just like, ooh, I like her, I like him, I like what they're doing?
Honestly, I'm going to be completely honest. I love cooking shows. Cooking shows were, that was definitely an inspiration. I would see the presentations that the chef would, you know, have to come up with these creative meals and creative ideas to create an amazing dish. So cooking shows was a huge inspiration. Cooking shows, my stepfather, who was a chef for 14 years at TGI Friday, who taught me some of the things I know, like, you know, little skills with how I chop my vegetables, you know, to protect my fingers and things like that. So he was an inspiration. My mom, the biggest inspiration, of course, you know, but I know you said outside my family. Yeah, it was cooking shows. It was definitely cooking shows, and Andrew Zimmerman.
Andrew Zimmerman?
Yes.
Okay, why Andrew Zimmerman?
Andrew Zimmerman has a show where he goes around and he samples some of the world's most bizarre foods. Bizarre, outrageous, crazy, simplest, you know, he samples everything and he tries it. And that gave me the inspiration to say, you know what, hey, I want Andrew Zimmerman to come try my vegetables on there, my food, my you know, nutritional meal at that, and see how he likes it, how he feels, what he thinks about it. So he was definitely an inspiration to start chefing up.
That part, okay, that's interesting. So let's move a little bit to the left a little bit. So you said that you model, runway model, obviously you got them long legs, so that contributed to it. Was modeling something that you got into because of your height, or is something that you were just like, you know, maybe, I'm just assuming, you know, you seen America's Next Top Model and was just like, I can do that, I want to do that, let's do it.
Wow, why are you hitting it right on the spot? So it was similar. America's Next Top Model definitely was my show growing up. It was an inspiration. But no, modeling was not, it was not something I grew up with a passion or a drive to do. It was something I got into because of my height, and I would say, in the most humblest way, beauty. People always came up to me. When I was younger, I started working at 14. I worked at a lot of multiple, like, different fast food restaurants. People would always come to me and be like, what are you doing in this grease ball? You're so tall and beautiful. You belong on a runway, you belong in Paris, you belong in Dubai, you belong in so many different places. Like, why are you here? And I'm 6'2", by the way, you know, for you guys who can't see, I'm 6'2". And they would ask me those questions, and when I got to Georgia State University, that is when on campus a modeling group came up to me and said, hey, come try us out, come see how we move, come see what we could do, what we could offer. And that what initially got me all the way in the modeling door. I met a professional model and I ran from it with there.
Hey, that's what's up. So, are men intimidated by your height, or are they? What is the deal? Are you? So I'm gonna ask you a couple of questions. I'm gonna ask you more one. But are men intimidated by your height?
I don't want to use my one brain and think for two people and say that they are. But off of body language and certain statements men make, yes, they do give off the impression that they're intimidated. They do. They do. Yeah.
Is there a ratio from shorter men to taller men that try their hand, that try their luck?
Yes, there is. The shortness, it is a thing for me. It is. I am definitely open to get to know them, but it is a huge deal breaker. It's just like,
You're just
it's
short.
Just like, you're just short.
I mean, I can only imagine when you throw on some heels.
It's even more.
It's even more just like.
Wow.
Well, I can say that one of my first girlfriends was tall, and I liked it.
That's nice.
I like that. I know, but from a man,
how did you feel?
It didn't make me feel any way. Well, I didn't like, when she put on heels. I didn't like the fact that I was looking up to her. I didn't like that, but it never made me feel like I don't want to be with you just because of that. So I was able to get over that. But yeah, I felt like for the guys out there seeing you and for me not to ask, what I'm saying? I got y'all.
Well, I'm glad you got them. It's a thing for me. It's a thing. It's not a complete, just 100% no, but it is a thing for me. I'm still working on it.
It's a preference. You would prefer a man your height or taller.
Preference. Yeah.
And there's nothing. There's nothing wrong with that. So, what led you to Georgia State?
Honestly, I've been saying I wanted to go to Georgia State University since 7th grade.
Ooh.
And that is something I stuck with all my high school years.
So can I ask you a question? What made you make that commitment so early?
I went to Parkway Middle School, and there were these events, these days. They'll have career days. They'll have people come out and talk to you. College recruiters, all these different schools. I did research on Georgia State University, and I like the fact that it was an open campus. I like that it wasn't too far from home. I was looking into their volleyball team because I was interested in volleyball at the time. Yeah. So I just liked it overall. It was a choice that I said that I came home and I was like, Mom, I know where I'm going to college. She was like, where you going, baby? I was like, Georgia State. She was like, oh, okay. Yeah. And even with me playing sports in high school and having coaches telling me, no, you need to go here, and even getting a full ride offer for Florida Memorial University.
Ooh.
Yeah, I got that offer. I still turned it down to stick with what I initially wanted to do, and I'm grateful for it. I'm so grateful for it.
That's what's up. Yeah, you stuck through it. You made a choice, and you fully committed. What sports did you play?
In high school, I played volleyball was my main sport. I played tennis. I played soccer for 2 seasons. I played flag football for 1, and I did field events and track.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Yes.
That's what's up. Do you remember specifically which events you did in track? I ran a track in high school as well too.
That's nice. I did shot put and disc, and I did triple jump and long jump.
Hey.
Yes.
That's
These long legs.
Right. I was totally expecting you to say the hurdles. So, you get to Georgia State. What year did you get to Georgia State?
2017.
2017. So, 4-year college, yes?
Yes.
So, last year,